take you now to the Tourism Business Conference, which enters its second day in Sun City, Rustenburg today. Now, the three-day conference has brought together industry stakeholders from across the country and the continent to engage on matters regarding the sector as the country observes Tourism Month. Newzroom Afrika's Ahmed Kajee reports from there. Joining us, very good morning to you, Ahmed. Tell us, what are you seeing as you interact with various industry players?
Yes, good morning. Thanks very much. The two key ministers who were here this morning, Home Affairs Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi and the Minister of Tourism, Patricia, providing us with the keynote address earlier this morning, providing insights into what exactly is expected from the sector in terms of green papers to ensure that there is an overall and more investment within the sector as well. Minister Delil speaking a lot about the Northwest Province becoming a center for tourism in and around the country, and just also mentioning the fact that we are now surpassing pre-COVID-19 figures in terms of tourism as well. And now would be a good time to actually bring the Minister into the conversation. Minister, thanks very much for your time today. A conference like this must be very exciting for you, and what are you hoping will be coming through from this?
I must thank the tourism sector and especially the Tourism Business Council, the private sector. We have really built up a very good relationship. We are all in a very happy mood because the numbers are growing. People are coming back after COVID-19. And my message to all the women and men that are currently, as we speak, in our restaurants and our hotels, the feedback that we get always from especially our international visitors, that, the people of South Africa are so warm. So the people are our biggest asset.
Minister, in terms of the public-private partnerships, tourism is one of those sectors where that is perhaps more profound. Just take us through the importance of that going into the next 24 to 36 months.
Yes, I depart from the point of view, the role of government and the responsibility of government is to create the conditions conducive for the private sector to create jobs. So my role is to make sure that all the legislative, regulatory things that is a stumbling block for tourism, that we deal with it. And that's why I'm here together with Minister Motsoaledi, talk about the visa issue, talk about the safety issues. So this is a living example of that partnership with the private sector.
And just speaking towards those visas and the safety from the visa point of view, that's what the Department of Home Affairs and from a government point of view. But from a safety perspective, any tourists coming into South Africa will want to ensure that they are in a safe space. From your department side, what is that going to look like?
Millions of tourists come here, they enjoy themselves, and they go back home safely. Like all other countries around the world, we will have an incident or incidents where our visitors are attacked. And certainly we are now more proactive by using technology to assist us to keep our visitors safely, both domestic tourists and international tourists. And led by the private sector, we have now launched an app called the Secura app. If you download the app and anything goes wrong anywhere, you've got access to the South African Police Services, to about 300 private security companies, and over 300 medical institutions and hospitals. But you also have access to aftercare support provided by the Department of Tourism, like contacting the embassy, helping with translation. And also to add more to the safety of our tourists, the Department of Tourism has invested 174 million now. As we speak, over 2,300 young people are being trained to become tourist monitors. We have identified 59 hotspots across the country, and they will be deployed there together with the private sector tourism angels that will mentor these young people. And they have now got the NQ level F, number 3 certificate, and they can be absorbed into the sector. So the partnership around safety is critical that we work together.
Minister Lille, thanks very much for your time today. It is greatly appreciated. So that's Minister Patricia Lille from the Tourism Department giving us their insights into exactly what is discussed and will continue to be discussed over here at the Tourism Business Conference in Sun City, wrapping up tomorrow.
Very well, Ahmed. Kajee there giving us a sense of some of the expectations at that summit in Rustenburg. Of course, one that we will continue to monitor.